Hey guys, what is up? I'm here to leave another movie review. First one in a while, and of course you all know what the movie is because you know it's in the title. I know I'm being kind of an arrogant, but I don't care. Is that right? Arrogant? Comment below. The film is Everest. It's directed by Baltzar Cormaker. Comment below. It's written by William Nicholson, Simon Blofeld, stars Jason Clarke, Josh Brolin, John Hawkes, Robin Wright, Emily Watson, Keira Knightley, Sam Worthington, Jake Gyllenhaal. Thomas Wright, I think did I say that? And just other people. It's based on the 1996 Mount Everest disaster. You know, about the climbers involved. I can't really say much about it because I don't really know much about the disaster, although it does talk about this. It does focus on the survival attempts of two expedition groups led by Scott Fisher, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and Rob Hall, Jason Clarke. Now, when this movie was coming out, I wasn't too excited for it because even though there are some good biopics and there have been some good ones out this year, I really just, sometimes you just can't really sell me on a film anymore. It just feels like you can just make anything bad now and you don't care, you don't have a passion in it or do something good. And maybe it's something great. It has some good early reviews. I'm thinking maybe it could be a great film. It's a good film, let's just say that. I did see it in 3D, I'll get to that later. Now, the film is a very, now, I don't know much about the disaster, so I don't know how much it deviates from history, though, to be honest. That almost doesn't matter anymore, because it's just kind of come to expect from biographical dramas that you're just going to deviate from the actual events, because in order to make it more dramatized or really translate it from from the actual event to screen, The film is well made. One thing that is truly a standout in this film is the cinematography. To be honest, when you have a film like this, it's actually filmed on location in the mountains. I mean, not in Mount Everest, hell no. I don't really know where they were filming it, but I know they filmed it in the mountains. So hell, that director deserves a lot of credit for trying to make it as realistic and as terrifying to make the situation as realistic and as terrifying as possible. It just feels good, but also the cinematography is excellent. I mean, I can't see this film going without an Oscar nomination for Best Cinematography. I mean, it just has some great wide shots, and it also just captures all the images of what we need to see. But there are times where it can also make you feel a bit disoriented at times. Not really much of a case, but you just really get to see the beauty and the size and the scale of Mount Everest. It's just absolutely excellent to look at. Salvatore Totino. Never heard about a lot about this guy. That's obviously, he does. I don't know what I'm talking about. But one thing I can say is it's a very well made. Cinematography is great. It's a standout. The performances are good. Are there any standout performances? I don't know, but if there are any good, if there's any good performances, some great performances, ones that would really be more talked about the most, probably Josh Brolin, Jason Clarke, and I don't know. There's not a lot of stand-up performances, but everyone in the film is good, don't get me wrong, but there's just no major standouts. There are probably a couple, with Jason Clarke, Josh Brolin, other people. But yeah. See, there's not much I could say about that. Also, there are some surprisingly shocking, suspenseful, and emotional moments. I mean, seriously, there was actually one moment that had my eyes watering, though I don't know if that was the effect of 3D, which I will get to soon. It's at times pulse pounding, and it's a very shocking tale of survival. It really does amaze me what these people went through and how so many of them died, yet I think one person survived or a few. But my God, the shit that they went through. I mean, there are some moments that just absolutely almost sent a bit of a chill up my spine, and there's some that just truly almost made me gasp a bit. That's really just doesn't sell you on situation like that is not terrifying. Then I don't know what will sell you on that assumption. It's just not really easy to really stomach stuff like this. It just makes me feel sick. I know it didn't make me feel sick, but it just didn't really just kind of unsettled me. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. It's a well-made movie. I mean, it's well-made. There are times where the sound can get. The sound at times. It has some good sound quality. I didn't have any major problems with it. And like even there are times, there's like when there's dialogue in between that. Sometimes you can hear it. Sometimes it's a little bit almost hard to hear, but I can still hear it no matter what. So I didn't really have a major problem with it. But also, it's a movie that is very interesting. To be honest, this could be a pretty interesting experience for some of you. People have recommended IMAX, and I didn't see it in IMAX. Though I hopefully recommend you see it only in IMAX, not IMAX 3D. Though I don't think it's possible. Though I don't know how the IMAX 3D is compared to the 3D in the IMAX is compared to normal 3D. I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The movie just looks great. I mean, you have good cinematography, and of course you have shown locations. It just looks great. But also, I mean, the tension is good. There's some good tension, and overall, I really liked it. I liked it. There are some problems though with this movie that I have to say. One of them, some of the characters, there's just so many characters, you can only give so many development, especially the time. I think it's what, I don't know, like 2 hours, 11 minutes or something like that, this movie. So there's only so much time you can lend to developing your characters. The most developed, I think, are Jason Clarke, Josh Brolin. I mean, they have families. I mean, like Jason Clarke and Keira Knightley plays Jason Clarke, like Rob Hall, played by Jason Clarke, has a wife, played by Keira Knightley. She's pregnant. So yeah, you can obviously tell it's a bit of a pivotal part. And like Beck Weathers, I believe Josh Brolin plays. Yeah, he has a family at home. So you can probably tell they get the most development. The biggest film, but the problem is those are probably the most developed characters. There's some that are developed, but not as developed as the others, a bit underdeveloped. One, for example, is Jake Gyllenhaal. I thought he was good in the movie, but he's a bit underused, especially for a very talented actor like him. It is kind of sad, because I mean, really? You can't give him more to do? His character is a bit more, almost like a laid back guy, you know what I mean? It's just nothing really that, he's not really, I mean, he's kind of a fun character, but he's nothing really great, let's just say that. The pacing at times, I mean, the pacing was fine. I mean, it's 2 hours. I guess it kind of also means why it's just, not enough time until all the characters being developed, or some more developed than others. Yeah. I mean, the pacing for me was fine. I mean, I never thought it was really that slow. I thought it was fine. I mean, I can be patient at times. I mean, this is really where sometimes you can test my patience at times, because I mean, this movie's not leaving me in absolute torture or just boring me to sleep. No. But let's get to the biggest problem I have with this movie that doesn't relate to the film itself, but just to my viewing experience. The 3D. It was terrible. It was bad 3D. Now, I did have a headache. I wasn't feeling that great before watching this movie, and I don't know if it was a combination of the 3D conversion or just in my headache, or like how in my health, I guess you can say, during that time. But the thing is, the 3D just wasn't good. It hurt my eyes. I got a headache, and I watered a bit. So yeah, that didn't do the best for me. And it just makes some images appear darker than usual, like on a normal 2D screen, and it's just not working for that. It just doesn't work, I mean, shit. Why can't you just do better 3D? That thing's potential for 3D. Some people say IMAX is the best because it really represents the true scale of Everest and really sells the disaster they're in. I mean, IMAX would be cool, but I mean, will the 3D conversion work for that? Because it just didn't work for me with just regular 3D. It just comes off gimmicky with me. It just didn't work. It hurt like I said, hurt my eyes, gave me a headache, and made my eyes water a bit. But overall, I left the movie satisfied, It's a well-made movie, it's emotional at times, well acted, very well shot, great cinematography, great visuals, not exactly visual effects-wise, but really just, the true beauty of the location. That's really, I don't know why I was doing that. I was trying to say, like, the vastness of the location. That probably would have been better if I ever saw it in IMAX. But in all seriousness, if you want to see it in IMAX, go ahead. If you want to see it in 3D, go ahead. But I don't recommend 3D at all. No. See regular 2D, and I think you'll be fine. I just can't really recommend it that much. I'm going to give Everest a 4 out of 5. Like I said, it's nothing great, but it is a good movie. It is better than some of the crap we got in September. that month's coming to an end. We have The Martian coming out on Friday, which I'm so excited for. You guys already know that. But overall, I do recommend this movie. More really in 2D. I don't recommend 3D at all. Some people recommend IMAX. Go ahead if you want to. I don't recommend 3D at all. Anyways, guys, comment below. Did you see Everest in IMAX? Did you see it in traditional 3D? Did you like it in normal 3D? Do you like IMAX the best? Like, did you ever see it in 2D? What do you think of this film overall? Comment below. Let's go check out for more videos.